we need to talk about red flag language that people use to talk about sex. Why doesn't one or the other spouse want to take and receive sex if they are perfectly bodied? If I am perfectly bodied, I don't want my husband to take sex from me, because sex isn't something that I give my husband. Sex is supposed to be a mutually pleasurable experience. Sex is supposed to be the celebration of intimacy that we have established before we ever reach the bedroom. It's not something that he takes from me. You know who takes sex? Rapists. Language matters when we are talking about sex amongst each other with our spouses, because language conveys our intentions. The Bible says, out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. When you think of sex as something that you take from your wife, you think that's something that you're entitled to. You're not entitled to your wife's body. Yes, the Bible says that we belong one to another, but that doesn't mean that you can take sex from her. And you can frame that as, well, in a loving relationship, she should want to give it to me. But that's still a taking of something that doesn't belong to you. It's not a celebration of mutually pleasurable experiences. It's taking. It is entitlement. It's not healthy. If she loved me, she would want to give it to me. I love my husband and I want to have sex with him because I know that he would never take sex from me. Because I trust him to not want to have sex with me if I don't want to have sex with him. Because I trust him to cultivate an atmosphere in our marriage that encourages real vulnerability and safety. I don't owe him my body, just like he doesn't owe me his. The Bible never calls us to violate our own consent. And when you use language like take, you are telling women that they do not have consent and they're not allowed to say no. And that if they do say no, they're not really loving their spouse. And we need to change that narrative to make sex safe for women. For them to be safe to express their sexuality so that they actually want to have sex with you. And then you don't have to worry about whether you need to take it from her or not. Church, we need to do better. This isn't safe.